right, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a great day today. It's time to rise and shine, leave the past behind, right? Never want to focus and hold on to those days of yesterday. Just give me one moment. I want to plug in my other device also. All right. I like to use the device on my phone also. Sometimes one will die out on me. So I definitely like to have two of these, but I do have a great live for you this morning. I know you'll appreciate it. You know I always bring value to the table for people. So let me just pull this up real quick. I know Facebook, it seems like they're doing a lot of different things here. They're doing some new things. And I'm not really understanding. I'm starting to get confused on Facebook. So give me one moment. Let me put this together. Because I got a good one for you. Trust me, I got a good one here for you. Man, what is Facebook doing? Like on my phone, it's all this different stuff now. What is this title over here? Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring some stuff down. It's going to change your perspective. It's going to change the way that you do things. So definitely pay attention. If you would, share this with your friends. If you come on in, just say hello to me. Let me know you're there. I really love to interact, and I love to give out great information to people. Who else? Okay, let me just put this on my phone also. Give me one moment, okay? Hey, Miguel, good morning, my brother. Ain't seen you on the call in a minute, man. Thank you for sharing that. I just seen it on my phone. But I'm going to get into some great stuff. You know how I do, man. The team is so much stronger than when we first started. Miguel, you've been there with me from the beginning, brother. You've seen people come. You've seen people leave. They got to be feeling like Eddie Kane Jr. right now. Like nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Like, why would you walk away from something like this, right? Because we're not quitters. And that's the thing. It's just gotten stronger and stronger. And new people have come in. More powerful people have come in. You know, you see it in the group, right? Our new member. So, just give me a second. Let me just pull this up. I'm on the phone. I'm going to get into it. I got some great things to share with you guys. You know, so definitely share this with your friends. I'm gonna drop it like I always do. Drop some science, drop some wisdom seeds. Who else wants to? Truth. And give me 1 second. Get your popcorn ready. All right, get your popcorn ready. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Bam! Okay. Yeah, it is amazing, man. Amazing. Oops. Okay. Bam. Welcome. Let's go. You know what? I probably shouldn't have put my milk in the cereal right now. But here we go. If you don't know me, I'm Cecil Jones. I've been real estate investing, been an entrepreneur for about 15 years now. Maybe, I've been an entrepreneur all my life, to be honest, because I've done some things that just wasn't some legal things, if you know what I mean. But hey, guys, I'm here to tell the truth. I'm here to keep it real. No fluff, no magic beans, and no smoke screens. So I would really appreciate if you would share these videos with your friends. There's going to be a lot of advertising going on. As you know, Jones Capital Group has a real estate seminar that is coming to Atlanta, Georgia on May the 13th, right? May the 13th. Jake is back. He had to go back to CT. He's actually in Bridgeport right now. He had to go back and take care of something. He'll be back, I think, Monday. So what's going on here? We're coming to Atlanta, CT. If you've ever wanted to learn like the real deal about real estate investing, if you've ever wanted to learn, how do these guys really do this stuff? How could you put down $1 and get an apartment building? Is that real? If you would have seen it on television, you probably would have, or on an infomercial, you probably would think that was fake, right? Yeah, big up to ATL. You probably would think that was fake. But because you know me, right? And you know that I'm not about fluff. It's real. You see me out there. You see me walking into the places. You see us knocking down the walls. This is real, guys. Like, how do we do that? Well, I'm going to share those secrets with you. And when you come out to see us May 13th, you'll understand that these secrets are not really secrets. A lot of these guys out there, they try to complicate things so that it makes you think that it's above your learning capability. But when you talk about really making money in real estate, it's not above your capability. You can do this. We're all special, but a lot of times we believe that there's nothing special about us. And I think that we say that, at least I say that, because in humanity, we believe that we're all created equal. Even though some of us don't believe it internally, but we really are all created equal. So all I did, and many people like me, people have even done more amazing things than I've done, and I'm continuing along my journey. And understand that life is a journey, and through journeys, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to get some things right, yeah, but most of them will be mistakes. Most of them you'll fall short. Most of them you just won't hit it on the nail, right? You will make mistakes. You'll go to the left. So just the same thing in real estate. So what happened yesterday? Let me talk about yesterday. Well, this is something that I've always known from the beginning. This is the dream that was given to me over a decade and a half ago, pieces of a dream. Right? I knew that I had something inside of me. I had the gift. I had this quality, I had this skill set that would allow me to go out to the world, would allow me to help people with my financial ministry. A real financial ministry. Not just someone who's calling you prophet is this or prophet is that, and they don't have any finances, or they're going through foreclosures. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, but and because I went through the same thing, but it was a learning experience for me, an experience where I did not quit. Hey, Mimi, I see you over there. It's interesting because on the computer, I can't see certain people, but on my phone, I can see your name over there. Just weird. Just weird. Hey there, Mary. Thanks for coming on. And Mary, thanks for being understanding and kind and considerate. And I just want you to know that I really love the person that you are. All right? Really want you to know. Like, that's from the bottom of my heart. Mary's awesome. Isn't she, Miguel? So with that being said, I know what my ministry is. Like, I've actually come from the dirt. I had a job, did the whole regular 9-to-5 thing, and then I was exposed to some information that allowed me to catapult. But the thing about it is my mind wasn't right. Good morning. My mind wasn't right. So because my mind wasn't right, your mind acts as though it's a thermostat. So my money consciousness, my money level that I was on, that money plane, it was set for very, very low. Because I came from people. My mother didn't know how to make money. My father didn't know how to make money. My grandmother and my grandfather, they didn't know how to make money. So who do you think my mother learned how to make money from? Who did your mother learn how to make money from? And this is an area, especially in the religious world, where we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. It's taboo. We don't want to talk about that because it's uncomfortable. Why is it uncomfortable? Because we haven't mastered it. But we're saying that we're following the teachings of the King of Kings. And it puts us, we believe that we're co-creators. We believe that we're on the same playing field. Sometimes we believe, some of us believe it, some of us don't. Some of us believe that we're kings. Some of us say we're king's kids. Some of us say that we're heirs and joint heirs. And then some of us say we're servants. Now, before I get into this whole topic, the topic is really how we'll shock the world together. Who else wants to know the truth about Kevin Wesley's newfound success in real estate? And I'm going to get into that in a minute. But I just want you to think, because see, I'm that Aristotle dude. I'm the guy that's sitting there that's always thinking. I'm that chess player that's saying, okay, I know if I do this, that person's going to do this. So I'm watching the board. I'm watching my life. I'm in control of my life. You're in control of your life. You are in control of your life. Nobody else. No one can make you do anything. No one can keep you down. Only you can do that. Trust me. Full control is you. Let's get it. Let's get it right. So with that being said, understanding what my ministry is, understanding what my calling is, I know that the things that are happening in my life, I manifested them. I created it. What did I do? How did I do it? Well, this whole pieces of a dream concept, I have had, it's been such a strong desire in my mind, so strong that it was something that nobody else could see. This is why when I was doing my thing back in my hometown and I was trying to get people to see my vision, they couldn't, because the life that I was living was not the same thing that I was telling them about. I was telling them of how great that real estate was, but I was sitting up there working, at the time, a security job. And it just wasn't balancing out. And I want you guys to understand that when you're talking about the goodness of whatever you're talking about, it has to match up with what you're doing, or people won't believe you. Now, that could be with your religion. That could be with where you want to go in life. That could be with anything. But let's talk about religion real quick. Just real quick. You can't tell me how great God is. You can't tell me how great Jesus is. You can't tell me how great Allah or Buddha is. You can't tell me how great any of that. You can't tell me how wonderful it is once I cross over when I look at you, because you're the representative. You're the representative of everything that you're telling me is great or it's not great. This is why I show and prove, no fluff, no magic beans, no smoke screens, because people want to see it in you. And I believe that if you are saying that this is great or this is where you're going and you're not living it and it's not fully manifested in your life, and the only thing you can do is tell me some scriptures in a book, it's like, where's your faith? Like, where are your works? You got the faith. Okay, you got the faith, you believe, but do you know? Because I believe when you know that it shows. When you know, it shows. And I just want to help get people to that level. I want to help you get to that point. My mission is a financial one. Okay, what have I done? Okay, I've owned multiple apartment buildings. I've flipped houses in several cities and states around the United States. I've helped coach hundreds of people. I've done seminars around the United States. I've written books, self-published them. These are the things that I do. So when I tell you what I've done and when I show you what I've done, when you come to my house and you see where I live, you say, wow, this matches up. This matches up. I want some of that. Am I making sense? Am I talking real? So this is where we're losing people in life, is where people know, if you know me, I grew up as a Christian, right? Know my mother. Hey, you guys from my hometown know my moms, know my family, right? Well, this is the problem that me and moms had. Me and moms, like real talk, you're right, Miguel, this is real talk. Me and moms, because moms was telling me about the greatness of this Jesus. Telling me how great he was. Telling me that she understood it. Telling me that we're heirs and joint heirs. And telling me all of these things that I'm believing that we're royalty. But I'm starving. The lights are getting cut off. We're being evicted. She's giving all our money away, putting it in somebody's plate. Well, if we can't even keep a apartment, we can't keep the lights on, why in the world would somebody else want to leave what they're doing to come over to what you're professing to be the best thing in the world, and it won't show up in your life? Real talk. Nobody want to talk about this. Nobody want to hear this, right? Real talk. Just something to think about. Something to think about. Now, what I want to do is I preface all that. See, I set up the scheme because maybe I got your attention. Because at the very beginning it says, how we'll shock the world together. Right? That's part of the advertisement on this live video right here. How we'll shock the world together. Now I just laid down the blueprint. For those of you who are thinking about doing what I do, or who are thinking about getting my attention or somebody else's attention in this world, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing that is going to sell me on the benefits? Don't sell me on what your creator is doing. Don't sell me on what your king is doing. Don't sell me on what whoever is doing. Fill in the blank. Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whoever, a head of lettuce, whoever. Don't sell me on that. Sell me on the benefits that are manifested in your life. Because that's how we're going to pull people to whatever it is that we're looking to do. If you say that ministry is your thing, if you follow Jesus, if you follow whoever you follow, it has to manifest in your life to be real. Other than that, you're talking vain. You're talking nonsense. And I go back once again to being a little kid, growing up as a pastor's son. Being force-fed to read the Bible and never seeing the true manifestation of the things that I read. Never seeing any of it come through in my mother, who was, Lord, and I love my mother to death. I love her to death, and we have people like that. We love them to death, but the things that they're saying, the things that they're promising is never manifesting in their life. So how could I believe it? How could it really be that great? Listen, if I'm going to go on vacation, watch this. Thank you. If I'm going to go on vacation, let's just say to Turks and Caicos. How do I get you to come to Turks and Caicos? How do I get you to want to be involved in coming on a vacation to Turks and Caicos? Well, I have to sell you on the amenities. I have to sell you on the benefits. Well, listen, I'm not going to tell you who the president of Turks and Caicos is. You don't care about that. You want to know, is the white sand there that I dream about? You want to know, is the water clear blue? Can I see my feet all the way down? Are the fish right there so that I can see them? Is the food amazing? Is this a tourist attraction? You see, those are the things that you sell people on. Those are the things that get people interested. You're not going to talk about the president. You're not going to talk about the prime minister. Nobody cares about that. They want to see it in your life. They want to see the benefits of the glory. They want to see the benefits of the success. And if you're not showing it in your life, there's something you haven't figured out. Julie, how are you doing? Listen, I say all that to preface this. How we'll shock the world together. Now do I have your attention? Now do I have your attention? Listen, a lot of people want to do a lot of great things. And yes, I understand that you have to go through things in life. And I'm a living testimony. I've been through hell and back, so to speak. Right? Yes, Mimi, I agree with you. At the end of the day, there's a ministry inside of me. And I know what it is. It's been prophesied to me. And I'm not one of those guys that go running, oh, Pastor so-and-so's over there. Pastor Offering's over there. Prophetess don't know nothing is over there. I'm not that type that runs around to places and wants to get a word from somebody that doesn't even, that hasn't experienced the things, that doesn't have the proof, or doesn't show in their life. Because at the end of the day, I believe if you're going to help someone get to a certain place in life, you better know how to get there yourself. Don't tell me about what you heard. Don't tell me about what you think. Don't even talk about it to me if you haven't been there. If you haven't crossed that finish line yourself. If you're going to talk about some money, you better have made some money. If you're going to talk about this great place, you better have been to that great place. If you're going to tell me how good God is and what he can give to me, you better show me that it's in your life. Just me. Just me. All right? Because at the end of the day, you're selling hope. You're selling dreams. You're selling religion, you're selling cars, you're selling houses, you're selling whatever you're selling. Shouldn't you have experienced it for yourself in the fullness? So that now, once again, we take it back to Turks and Caicos, which I'm going to, right? I want to go to Turks and Caicos. Why do I want to go to Turks and Caicos? Because I've heard about it. I've heard about something. You see, I don't have to beat you over the head to teach you about real estate, to teach you about houses, right? Because I've shown it to you over and over and over again. From my house to the investment properties, I've shown you Atlanta, I've showed you Detroit, I've showed you Pennsylvania, I've showed you California, I've showed you North Carolina. I've shown it. This is why people are attracted to me. Because I actually do what I say. So once again, and you, listen, I want you to picture anything that you want. This can be somebody telling you about religion. This can be somebody telling you about how good their MLM network marketing program is. Doesn't make a difference. if you're not, see, and once again, I just use the Turks and Caicos because I think people can understand and relate to Turks and Caicos, right? Or Bahamas, or whatever your dream vacation is. Let's just use it as a vacation. You don't care about the Prime Minister of England or the Queen of England. That's not your concern. If you're the Prime Minister, or I don't even know what it is, the President of Turks and Caicos, you don't care about what he's doing. You care about the benefits. You care about the amenities. That's why you're going there. You didn't say, I'm going to Turks and Caicos because Methuselah was the king or the queen. So when, and I'm just saying, I haven't even gotten to the message yet, guys. When you're telling me about something, like so many people tend to do, and that kind of goes to and it's just my background growing up, so it shows through in everything that I say. I grew up in the church. I memorized the Bible. I did all of these things. I was doing it. I was a victim of child abuse. I understand what it is, but I want you to know, in order to sell people or to draw people to you in anything that you do, you have to sell them on the benefits. Think about a timeshare. If you're going to buy a timeshare, they're going to sell you on the benefits. They're going to sell you on the hopes. They're going to let you see the pretty thing. They're going to let you stay in the timeshare for free, give you $100 gift certificate. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? They're going to give these things to you. They're going to sell you a dream. They're going to show you what's possible, and they're going to even show you the sample room. It's there right in your face. So, if you are not living it, and it's okay because it is a process, there's different levels, right? You guys always hear me say that. There are different levels. Please share this with your friends. People need to know this stuff. People need to know this stuff. Good morning, Joshua. How you doing? Share this with your friends. People need to know this. Like, people are going in circles. They're going in circles. Just like the stories that you hear about the children of Israel. You're going around the mountain, around and around and around, and you're taking bits and pieces from what you heard over there. Somebody told you over there, what you read about over here, but you've never experienced the fullness, and we're going to change that. Now, to the meat right now. Title says, How We'll Shock the World Together. Okay, a lot of you know that we have been building a team over the last, 3 months, 6 months, and we're buying properties around the country. We get into apartment building deals for $1 down. We're picking up many mansions in Detroit, $35 down. Not down, $35 total investment. All right. How are we doing this over and over? I'm showing and proving for anybody that wants to do it. I have laid down the blueprint, and I'm actually doing a live, and now you guys saw yesterday's video, I'm doing a live in the investment property that I did it with, so you got to know it's real. Miguel is out in Connecticut. He's actually partnered with me on another deal out here in Detroit, where he's actually left Connecticut, flew out to Detroit, and we worked on doing the rehab, knocking the stuff down, and doing the same thing. It's real. No fluff, no magic beans, no smoke screens. How about that? Here's the gotcha. Who else wants to know the truth about Kevin Wesley's newfound success in real estate? Let's talk about that. Well, many of you know, some of you don't know. Kevin set the internet on fire by his videos, by his truth and his discoveries, a lot of the things that many independent thinkers already know. And it was like a breath of fresh air to the people that knew. For the people that don't know, it's caused and sparked a lot of controversy. He's been called a lot of different names. He's been called the devil. And things have happened in his life where he actually has lost his job. That's cool, and everybody knows it because this guy is really open-hearted. He's real. He's real, like myself, and I respect that. I came across him. So I don't know, somebody sent a link or something, and I looked at the video. And as I was looking at his video, there was another gentleman who, he said he was a preacher or something, but he was an older gentleman, and he started to discredit Kevin. He started to say, kind of basically was saying that he was crazy, started bringing up his background, and saying basically he's the devil. Because of my background, because of my upbringing, I felt his heart and I felt his soul. I knew that he went to another level that 95% of people are not aware of. He has walked in the truth. He is walking in the light. He knows the difference between the lie that's been perpetrated. He understands the difference between that lie and the truth. So I felt for the young man, and I reached out to him. He reached out to me. I reached out to him somehow, and we kind of got on the phone together, and we, started to talk. And I had communication with Dr. Ray Hagins also, and these are amazing men. These are amazing men who are walking in light, and they're people who have walked away from religion, not from God, from religion, because there is a difference. Religion is man-made. And here's the thing. Why somebody may say, well, why is he talking about this, but he's the real estate guy? Well, let me explain this to you. Real estate is what I do for a living, but my calling and my purpose is something else. My calling and my purpose is truth, is discovery, it's self-achievement, personal development. So the real estate is what you guys are attracted to. It's what I was attracted to in the beginning because it was a way to make money. And I thought money, 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 money. But what happened, because I was just chasing the money, I lost sight of myself, and my ego got big, and it needed to be killed. I'll say this again because this is stopping a lot of people from walking in their greatness. Our ego, your ego needs to die. You are not your ego. The personal little feelings and the attachments and gotta put a name on something, gotta say it's good, gotta say it's bad. You see, when I was going through my journey, I started to understand that nothing has meaning except the meaning that I give it. Nothing. I understand that we live in a world of duality. You know what duality means? Two-sided. So that means someone's always going to be on the right and someone's always going to be on the left. Take it a little bit further. You can't even have a right without the left. So you say, you can't have an up without a down. The mere fact that you're saying, I've got to go to the right means that there has to be a left. The mere fact that you say we're headed north means there has to be a south. So we live in a world of duality. Right? And we think that we are our minds. We think that that's the essence of who we are. And so without doing research, we criticize other people. Without doing research, we're judgmental of other people. And the very things that are being done, the reason that I got involved in a little conversation, is because these very people say they're Christians. You say you're Christians. But immediately you start to, you listen to judge. You listen for your ego because that's what your group tells you you're supposed to do, and you separated yourself from everyone. Well, part of the reason that I brought Kevin in, number one, he's qualified. Number two, I understand him. Number three, he has a heart for people and he's sharing truth. And a lot of you guys, you say you want truth. You really don't. You want to hold on to the old dogmas. You're not ready for the paradigm shift. You want to hold on to the belief that you've never researched yourself. You want to hold on to the stories. You want to hold on to the fallacies. You want to hold on to the allegorical characters. That's what you choose to do. And that's okay. But just know that inside your little circle, that's all you know. Is it possible? Is it possible that there's something going on? Is it possible that there are other dimensions and things that you don't know yet? Because it's based off of your faith. It's based off of you connecting to God. It's based off of you getting down and meditating and clearing your mind and understanding that there's one universal mind. The understanding there's one infinite source of wisdom. So with that being said, yes, Kevin lost his job. Yeah, he did. He did. But you know what I believe? I believe that there's no mistakes. I believe that there's no mistakes, and you gotta understand the omens. Some of you we talk to personally, and I tell you the same thing. You're in the situation because you choose to be there. No one else can keep you there. But you're looking for somebody else to save you. And you keep praying and asking God, is this the way? Is this the way? And that prayer won't be answered. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It won't be answered because he's already given you the power to make the decision. You have the power. He's given you. And even in your Bible, it says you have dominion over the earth. It says that you are heirs and joint heirs with Christ. It says that ye too are God's, and you won't believe it. So you have the people that know, and they typically are the people that do more in life. See, but we're misdirected and we're misled, and we believe every single thing that we read, every single report that somebody tells you. We're programmed, we're conditioned, we're like sheep. Well, you're like sheep. I can speak from my journey. What I want to do is talk about this newfound success. I want to let you know what's going on. I want to let you know that, yes, we're going to be doing seminars around the country. May 13th, we'll be in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to just break that whole thing of people judging people. I want to focus in on people's dreams, helping them get to where they want to get to, because there is a specific formula for this. There's a formula to how to do this. And so many of us get lost and caught up into things that the ego is making you believe it's real. But it's not. It's not. People are starving out there in this world. And I'm not just talking literal food. I'm talking starving for knowledge, starving for information, starving to know how to put food on their table for their kids. And we're going to provide that through real estate. We're going to provide that by showing you how to take your talent and your skills and your gifts. I'm going to show you how to set up your business. We're going to show you how to do community work. We're going to spread this ministry of love, financial freedom. Going to show people how to think like a bank. Going to show people how to create multiple streams of income, because this is not hard. It's actually easy. It's easy to me. When you understand that money is just an idea, and if you're a person with a ton of ideas, you really should have a ton of money. And it's not just the sake of having money. It's the sake of it's for to be able to bless other people. Right? Isn't that what it really is about? It's being able to take listen, if the universe, if God has put a gift inside of you, and you don't have a way to finance it, to take it out to the world, what ultimately happens is that your gift dies inside of you. And you continue to make the cemeteries the richest place in the world. The richest place, the richest land in the world is not Dubai. It's the cemeteries where so many gifts and so many dreams and talents go to die. Les Brown says that many of us die at 25, but we don't get buried till 65. So we're walking along through life just like a corpse. Hey, Christine, how are you? We're walking through life like a corpse, not truly utilizing our gifts and talents because we've separated ourselves from people. And it's being done like through religion. It's like crazy to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. So, isn't it time to start thinking like a bank? Seriously, let's tone this up. Isn't it time to start thinking like a bank? Isn't it time to start teaching our children how to become entrepreneurs, how to think like a bank, how to not be dependent upon someone's system, belief, or philosophy? Isn't it time for us to show people our children, how to be independent thinkers? Isn't it time for them to really break down to them what it means to be the lender and not the borrower? You tell me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. This is how we're going to fix it. What am I going to be showing Kevin? All right. I'm going to be showing Kevin how to, number one, find properties that are distressed, find properties that are motivated sellers own. And I'm not talking about on the real estate market, on an MLS or anything like that. I'm talking about different properties that are going to come from multiple strategies. They're going to come from tax liens. They're going to be tax deeds. They're going to be probate properties. They're going to be vacant properties. They're going to be people who have inherited properties. They're going to be people who are thinking about selling the property. They're going to be so many different ways. And then the next thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show him how to set up his own business. I'm going to show him how to control these properties using certain paperwork that he can do the same thing that I did in the same apartment building. And not just him, you can do it too. You can do this too. Listen, if you think that because you're getting close to 50 or because you're getting close to 60 or 65, you're saying, oh my God, I'm 3 years away from retirement. I don't have anything saved. Or if I do have something saved, I've lost a portion of that. Or maybe it's just not enough money to help me live. And you're worried about those things. Here, I'm here to tell you that there's different things that are out there. There's things that you don't know that could save you right now, that could provide and give you the confidence to know that you're going to be okay. Listen, it's hard to think with no money in the bank. So I'm going to be showing these things, and he's going to set up right in Charlotte, North Carolina. He's going to be a part of our team. He's in our back office, he's in our private group right now, right? And he's learning these things. I'll be on the phone with him a little bit later on, the same way that I could be on the phone with you. And the whole reason that I'm saying this is because it's not just for one person. Anybody that wants this can have it if you're willing to make a sacrifice, if you're willing to invest in yourself. You got to recognize the omens that are around you. There's no coincidences, guys. Everything is by divine appointment. You're creating this moment right now. You're creating the now, but sometimes we forget and we start to worry about what's going to happen in the future. Now you're taken out of the now. Now you got anxiety in your life, or you're worried about what happened to you in the past. Now you're doom and gloom. Now you're highly depressed, need sedatives, need pick-me-uppers. Now you resort to drugs. And guys, it doesn't have to be like that. There's really a way to actually win in this game, and real estate happens to be the conduit for me. Once again, as I always say, if you don't believe it, if you think you have your own house, if you think I tried it before and it doesn't work, if you think that being a landlord's not for you, I'm talking about none of that. I'm going to teach Kevin, as well as what I'm teaching everybody else, how to achieve financial freedom, how to operate in trusts, how to do the things that rich people do. Because if you're going to be the lender and not the borrower, you can't keep thinking like the borrower. You can't keep doing the things that borrowers do. You can't keep buying the lottery tickets and the scratch-offs. You can't keep doing the thing. You can't keep giving away your money. You can't keep putting your money into investments that are only going to give you 0.001 return, which means it's going to take you 500 years for the money to double. I don't know. Are you living 500 years now? So many of us don't understand, because to get to the other side, it has to really be a paradigm shift. You actually have to know how to do what do rich people do? If you're going to be the lender and not the borrower, what does a lender do? How do you read this and quote these things, but you don't know what a lender do? You won't take the time to find out what a lender does. You won't invest in your education to find out so how do you ever get to that point? So if that's the case, that means if you're not willing to invest in yourself, you're deceiving yourself, you're lying to yourself, you're conning yourself. So basically you are the enemy, because you're killing your dreams, because you've come to kill, steal, and destroy. Maybe you didn't do it intentionally, but because of your mindset, because of the paradigm shift that you're unwilling to make, it keeps you stuck in your area. And if by chance If by a small chance you do happen to get a big amount of money, guess what? It will slowly or quickly wither away because your money system, your money consciousness is not set to a high level. It's set to a low level. And the only way that you can get to a high level is by investing in yourself, getting a mentor, following somebody who's been down that road that you want to go down, and then taking the time to master it. Taking the time for mastery. So many people want to do this quick microwave thing and think that business, these guys, these MLM guys are telling you that, oh, pick up the phone and 500 in an hour you make $500. Well, where does that happen at? Oh, you're a business owner. Well, what? Do you have a LLC? Did you register with the Secretary of State? Real talk. So many people don't want the real. They want the fluff. They want the soft. They want the soft lie instead of the hard truth. Instead of the hard truth. So, I'm going to wind this down because I'm thirsty and I'm hungry. I got my cereal is soggy now. But I just want you to know that there is a better way, and more importantly, I want people to understand the same way that Kevin is going through this. I told him, I had a conversation with him earlier. I said, you're sitting there looking for a job, but did you ever think that this is the best thing that's ever happened to you? That now you have the time to master a skill, to be around the people that can help you build and grow, so that you can set up this legacy for your family, so that you can live in a trust, so that you can do all of these things that you've wanted to do. We got to recognize the omens. Sometimes we ask God, a lot of times we ask God for things, and then when they happen, and it's not the way you thought it was going to happen, we freak out. Oh God, take it back. Oh Lord, I want to go back to Egypt. Oh God, I've been in jail for 20 years. I don't know how to operate out here. Let me go back to jail because I'm used to that. And at the end of the day, if you've ever read the book, The Alchemist, you'll understand the story of the little boy named Santiago, who was a sheep herder. And at the end of the day, Santiago looked at what his family was doing, and he seen that they were all sheep herders, generation after generation after generation. But he knew that wasn't for him. He knew that his dream was so much bigger. He knew that his vision, he knew that the Mecca, he could see the Mecca. He wanted to go there. He's always heard about the Mecca, but he looks back and he sees that everybody else is a sheep herder. And what he did is he did something different. He said, I'm not going to be like them no more. I'm not going to do what everybody else does anymore. I'm not going to be afraid like everybody else is afraid anymore. And yes, even if I'm afraid, I'm still going to do it. And we have to get to the point where we say, even though I'm afraid, I'm still going to do it. Even though I'm scared, I'm still going to do it. And I'm not going to blame it on anybody else. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to kill my own dreams. I'm not going to steal my own dreams. I'm not going to destroy my own dreams. I am the enemy. And if there's no enemy inside of you, there's no enemy outside of you that can hurt you. I just want you to know that. I really want you to know that. So I'm pleased to announce that, yes, Mr. Wesley will be working with us. We're going to do some big things together. And this is just confirmation that it doesn't matter what your past is. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. You're not in eternal fear. You've never been separated from the will of God. And there are people that you can attract to you by using the universal laws, the law of attraction, and you can create whatever life you want. Isn't that an amazing feeling to know that you can create exactly what you desire? And with that being said, I'll be sharing more of this with you. We'll be coming to a city near you, a seminar. I'd love to hear some of the things that you have put together, things that you've created. Let me help you with your vision. Let me help you with your dream, right? And we're going to have a call tonight at 9 o'clock tonight, me and Kevin and Marcus and LaToya. We're going to be on a call tonight at 9 p.m. If you like to hear from the man, if you like to hear why he's getting into real estate, if you'd like to hear some of his struggles, how he's been blackballed, if you'd like to really understand and see what's on the mind of this man that has been so misunderstood, get on the call tonight. Go to this website right now and register. It's www.kevinwesleyflipping.info. Once again, www.kevinwesley, and that's hold on one second. Okay, that's WESLEY, Kevin Wesley Flipping, FLIPPING.info, not .com, Info, and it will bring you to a place to register for the call, and you'll be locked in on the call tonight. And we're gonna be revealing some things about real estate, and just to, once again, this guy is so misunderstood, and people are calling him the devil and all that. Listen to somebody to listen. Understand. Maybe he knows something that you don't know, right? Let's just stop blocking out things that just aren't in our little sphere. Okay, so with that being said, guys, listen, I thank you for hanging out with me today. If you want to check out more of what we're doing, if you want to hear on the call tonight, and we're going to have bonuses. I'm going to give you some leads and some different things if you're interested in real estate, just to show you, do some recordings with some of the people on our team, let you know. We reveal a lot of this stuff, man, a lot of this stuff. But tonight, go to www.kevinwesleyflipping.info. Register, let me know that you're registered, all right? Let me know that you're going to be on the call tonight. With that being said, I am thirsty. I need to down this whole thing. I got to get something to eat because my stuff is soggy. And for those reasons and those reasons only, guys, I'm out. Have a blessed day.